constant struggle to hoard stuff is an indication of the greed within a person. A person who continuously struggles to hoard stuff is just a householder, not a sadhu. Understand? Mahavira is telling, doing constant struggle to hoard stuff is an indication of the greed within a person. When you are greedy, even the things which is in your garage, you will be remembering about that constantly. Even the things which are under your control, you will be remembering about it. You can't forget even the things which are under your control, which are inside your locker. You will be afraid that somebody may take it away. Who knows, it will be there when I go back. Too much of greed constantly creates fear. When a person is non-possessive, he is ready to take the risk. That is why all the majority of the Mahavir's followers have become business people. Because that needs risk. You need to take risk. This great teaching of Aparigraha gives you the courage and inner space to take that risk, to take bold steps. See, only when you are non-possessive, you can do calculation. Usually the doctors don't treat their own family because they will be too possessive. They can't see the truth. The objectivity will be lost. Same way, if you are possessive of something, you can't put that thing at stake. Person who is too possessive about his life will not do anything which expands his life. He will not take any risky. He will not do anything which is risky. When you don't do anything which is risky, you are nothing more than a buffalo. We will be just vegetating, nothing else, just sitting and sleeping, couch potatoes. I have seen many people, they will not even climb some 100, 200 feet, 100, 200 steps. They will tell, no, I have a little pain, I may get wheezing, I may get breathing problem. See, the idea that I may get this, I may get that, will completely put you in prison. I call this a psychological prison. Not able to take risks. And the life without risk is not worth living. Life without risk means you are not living, you are just waiting for death to happen. Because you don't have courage to commit suicide, you just wait till it happens. Now nothing can be done, it has to happen only by itself. So why not wait? That's all. Aparigraha, the non-possessiveness, gives you such a big inner space to take risk, whether it is related to business or related to your life. So I tell you, ahimsa is the greatest dharma. If you follow ahimsa, others will live happily. If you follow aparigraha, you will live happily. These two are the greatest truths. Non-violence. If you practice non-violence, people who live around you will live happily. If you practice non-possessiveness, you will live happily. One more thing, to really achieve non-possessiveness, you need to understand one thing. Life is not too valuable as you think. And don't be too serious. See, because we are constantly living in cities, we become too serious about our life. Every day thinking too many things and too much about how to avoid this, how to avoid that, what will happen to this, what will happen to that. And you clearly design the life. Understand, if you look into your life, every day morning till night, just try to see your life. If you do a video recording of your whole day, tell somebody else to do without your knowledge, you will see, you will realize few important things. You will come out of your bedroom through the same path, you will sit in the same sofa, you will go to the living room through same steps, and you will come out and take your car in the same way. The whole thing will be same, and you will not be even using some parts of your house for 1 year or 2 years. You will not be even using corners of your house your whole life. I tell you really, if you see, you will understand. Almost your whole day routine is under your control. Even if you face the accidents, there is an insurance. So everything is clearly pre-planned, visualized. No place for God. Because you did everything. Now where is the place for Him? You do not allow divine to intervene. People ask me, Swamiji, we are seeing so many miracles in your life. Why it is not happening in our life? Especially people who live around me, they get a little jealous of miracles happening around my life. Because whatever I tell becomes true. Every other day this is happening. One day you can say coincidence. And every day when this happens, these guys become a little jealous. What is this? How so many miracles are happening around you, but not around us? Because I am allowing God to intervene. I am not planning out and out. I leave little gaps so that He can do something. Miracles do not happen in your life because you plan for your life completely, thoroughly. Living non-seriously is plan for miracles. Living in a playful way is plan for miracles. Understand? If you live little playfully, it's okay. If you live little non-seriously, you will attract so many beautiful miracles in your life. Patanjali says, Aparigraha is way to achieve the memory of the past life and your decisions, why you take birth and what for you came down. And I tell you, Aparigraha is the amazing way, best way to create miracles in your life, to attract miracles in your life. Person who lives in a non-serious way, playful way, attracts again and again miracles in his life, because he has got some inner space and the outer space where God can intervene. It is not that his whole life is packed. No. If you yourself have thought about, visualized and decided, then he thinks, all right, he is managing, why to interfere unnecessarily? And you may say, you may put a board, no entry also, who knows? That is the reason he feels he shouldn't interfere. Live little playfully. Do little less planning. You will see the miracles happening in your life. Person who is non-possessive, not only miracles happening in his life, anything happens in his life, he feels miracle. Because he doesn't possess anything. He doesn't take anything for granted. He doesn't claim anything is his birthright. Even taking birth is not your right. What about birthright? The word birthright is the wrong word. Nothing can be birthright because taking birth itself is not your right. It's not under your control. Then how can you say something is your birthright? No. Word birthright should be removed. There is nothing for which we have a right or claim. No. Person who is established in non-possessiveness, Aparigraha, not only regains the past memory, he realizes again and again and again he is doing the same nonsense of catching some people and catching some property and saying this is my house and this is my boundary, this is my husband, this is my wife and this is my son and this is my daughter, and suddenly he dies, goes to other place and again catches everything. One more psychodrama and again you die and catch one more. By that time you are almost ready with your husband, daughter, son, grandson, enough of your boundary, property, everything. Life says, now chalo, bas, relax, and over. You realize again and again you are doing the same thing. The moment you understand again and again you are doing the same thing, you decide strongly to jump out of this cycle. Anybody who decides strongly to jump out of this cycle is liberated. Understand? For liberation, all you need is only one thing: strong decision to jump out. Clear no to society, clear no to the same cycle of birth and death. Aparigraha directly leads you to enlightenment. Aparigraha can happen only with a matured soul. You don't possess now all the toys with which you played. Do you possess? No. You don't possess your toy car with which you played. But at the age of 6 or 7, that was your life. If your mother snatches it away from you and says, hey, go and eat, it is time to eat, enough you played. You say, no, I don't want food, I don't want you also, get lost, give my give my toy, give my car. That time it was more near and dear to you than your mother and food. Now you are grown out of it. Simply the aparigraha has happened. It's not that you don't have the toys, you may have even in your house, but you are not remembering about it. You are not possessive about it. You are not possessive. But you are possessive of little bigger car. You have grown out of the 6-inch car and now you are caught with a 6-feet car. If you expand your inner space, you will grow out of this also. You will grow out of this also. Just when you are alone, sit for half an hour and visualize your life without the objects and the persons about which you are possessive. If you are possessive of some person or some object, just remove that from your life and sit. Half an hour visualize your life without that person and the object and allow any suffering or pain which comes to you. Go through it consciously. Face it. Suddenly you will see that pain, that suffering becomes tapas for you. Tapas means burning, purifying. That becomes tapas for you, and you will come out as a new being. You will experience a different maturity. That maturity will naturally lead you to enlightenment. Understand, if you practice ahimsa, people around you will be blissful. If you practice aparigraha, you will be blissful.